We have a never-ending stream of articles, YouTube videos and TED Talks. Each offers a new answer for how to be more productive, or the same answer repackaged in a new way. And yet, no matter how many articles we read, how many YouTube videos we watch, most of us feel stuck in our same old bad habits. The challenge is that it takes time to build habits that lead to greater productivity. But big part of the problem is that lot of the advice out there just isn't helpful and can often be counterproductive. So here are the top 7 myths about the productivity that are out there. Hi guys, this is Pratik and welcome to Eclectic. Here we talk about our past, present and the future. However, in this particular series of short videos, we are going to focus on how to make our present better. Myth number 1. Copy the habits of highly successful people. Lots of productivity articles like to rattle off the morning routines of highly successful people. I personally have read articles and watched an awful lot of videos on the morning routines of Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Bill Gates, Sigmund Freud and so on. Yet, copying the habits of highly successful person is flawed for several reasons. First and foremost, it is statistically questionable. For a few people who are successful by developing productivity habits, many are unsuccessful despite using the same habits. Additionally, it promotes the idea that highly successful people maintain peak performance at all times. Even Benjamin Franklin, known for creating highly demanding set of virtues and goals for himself, and who may have been the creator of the to-do list, was not naturally inclined to keep his papers and other possessions organized. Many people who knew Benjamin Franklin personally have said that he could not always follow the exact daily timetable that he set for himself. Putting highly successful people on a pedestal can unknowingly hinder our own efforts. It is easy to forget that they have had and still have their own set of struggles and challenges on their path. So here is an alternative to this. Use highly successful people as inspiration, not idols. Get inspired by the people you admire, experiment with their productivity approaches, and follow the ideas that genuinely help you work better and throw out the rest. Myth number 2. Maximize every moment of your day. One of the most persistent myths about productivity, so ingrained that it can be how people conceive of productivity itself, is the idea that working well is about maximizing the every waking moment of the day to complete as much as you can, as fast as you can. Just being a perpetual achievement machine is not human nature. According to deep work expert Cal Newport, we can stay focused for 4 to 6 hours every day, and if we focus too much on time management, it just makes us more aware of how many of those hours we waste. In fact, the focus on maximizing time can actually diminish our creativity. Productivity is fueled by raising attentional filters to keep unrelated or distracting thoughts out, but creativity is fueled by lowering attentional filters to let those thoughts in. Creative people rest often and sleep a lot. The important thing is that they control their energy. It's not ruled by the calendar, the dog or an external schedule. When necessary, they can focus it like a laser beam. When not, creative types immediately recharge their batteries. So identify and focus on the few hours of the day when you are most productive. Outside of working hours, make sure you are taking time to disconnect and getting enough sleep. Myth number 3. Set big goals. It can often seem like the people who set the most ambitious goals are the most successful. But if you set goals like signing up for a half marathon so that you will run more, or publishing a novel so that you will write more, you could overwhelm yourself with too big a goal too soon, and it could backfire. In the long term, it may cause you to think of the action like running, writing, etc. as too daunting. This is what a group of studies from researchers at the Chicago University and the Korea Business School found. Focusing heavily on goals in activities such as exercising on treadmills, creating origami, flossing and practicing yoga was correlated with dropping out earlier. In one of the experiments, the researchers compared two groups of students. One group was told to think of their workout as a means to lose weight, and another group was told to think about the workout experience. Each group was then asked to state their intention for the workout. The students with the weight loss goal planned to run on the treadmill longer than those who were told to focus on the experience. But what actually happened was the reverse. The students who focused on the goal actually ran less than those who focused on the workout experience. Staying focused on goals detracts you from the inherent pleasures of the activities we need to pursue to achieve those goals. So instead, start with ludicrously small and consistent habits. To achieve sustainable productivity habits, it is best to build up with easily achievable tasks. Many of us lose steam and get discouraged and quit on our goals prematurely because we bite off more than we can chew. Start small. For example, if your goal is to write a novel, start by committing to writing 1 hour every morning or writing 500 words every day. Basically, the more bite-sized the tasks are, the easier it is to create a routine that you will stick to. Eventually, these small chunks of accomplishments will amount to something big. Myth number 4. Optimize your productivity apps and systems. Tracking our performance on productivity apps and systems makes us feel like we are accomplishing something. Even I use a productivity app called The Forest that helps me stay focused. But we should not let these apps manage our productivity. Productivity apps mostly focus on quantity rather than quality. For example, in my case, the Forest app shows me how many hours I worked every day or every month. But the quality of my work depends on how efficiently I use that time. Ticking off as many items as you can from your to-do list is not a good indicator of productivity. Quantifying ourselves through the use of apps and systems is stimulating and even addictive. It can also distract us from more cognitively demanding and fundamentally more satisfying work. Instead, be selective about the apps and systems you use. Set your priorities offline and then use productivity apps or systems as a way to break down your goals and achieve your priorities. Myth number 5. Use rewards. Right now, our culture promotes the idea that people are most strongly motivated by the external rewards like money or prestigious titles and gifts. But that is not true. It is psychologically proven that we tend to derive our most meaningful and sustainable source of productivity through intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation refers to behavior that is driven by internal rewards like satisfaction. It happens mostly when you engage in a work in which you can see some meaning. According to a 2013 study of around 3,500 German school children, those motivated to earn good grades worked hard and did well in the near term. But those who worked hard because they were interested in and wanted to achieve mastery of a subject did better in the long term. Intrinsic motivation is linked to satisfaction, meaningfulness, and enjoyment. Overall, all these things lead to personal growth, whereas pleasures like money, sex, etc. are momentary distractions that can be relaxing for time being but don't lead to self-growth. Therefore, focus on cultivating your intrinsic motivation. As author and artist Austin Kleon puts it, focus on the verb rather than the noun. Lots of people want to be the noun without doing the verb. They want the job title without the verb. Doing the verb will take you someplace further and far more interesting than just wanting the noun. Myth number 6. Willpower is infinite. The subject of willpower is one of the most controversial in social psychology. For many years, a theory called ego depletion has defined conventional wisdom. According to this theory, exercising willpower and resisting the temptation of doing or wanting something diminishes our ability to perform. But that theory has recently been called into question due to widespread failure to replicate its findings. Newer and more evidence-based research suggests that willpower may be more variable and is based on context and culture. For example, one study comparing 400 people from India to 450 people from United States found that Americans had a harder time with self-control in persisting on a task than those from India. That is because the daily exertion of self-control to become stronger is a part of the philosophical traditions in the Eastern Asian context. The philosophy of Gautam Buddha is also about self-control. Related research from Carol Dweck and Gregory Walton finds that participants who believe willpower is unlimited show fewer signs of ego depletion, which means that they are more egoist compared to those who believe there are limits. So instead, build your willpower over time through positive affirmations and habit development. Developing small habits and rituals helps you in building willpower according to your own capabilities over time. Myth number 7. Visualize achieving your goal. The only thing separating you from reaching your goal is your imagination, right? If you can simply see yourself reaching your objective, crossing the finish line of a marathon, sending your novel off to an agent, landing your dream job, you will achieve it, right? Visualization techniques like The Secret that teach you the law of attraction sound like they should work, but so often they do not work. I personally have tried this so-called law of attraction method for more than a year, and I'm really embarrassed to admit that fact. But back then I was a teenager, and as I read more and became well informed, I understood that just visualizing great things or visualizing your goals is not enough. There are lots of factors involved in the process of achieving your goals. According to a straightforwardly titled paper, Positive Fantasies about Idealized Future Sap Energy, visualization doesn't inspire us to jump higher, but rather causes us to become complacent or self-satisfied. One reason positive fantasies predict poor achievement is because they do not generate energy to pursue the desired future. People also become more easily deterred by setbacks because in our fantasy version, nothing ever goes wrong. Instead, use your imagination realistically. Try critical visualization where you imagine realistic obstacles and setbacks and other not so positive factors. For example, you could imagine what would happen if you don't get your dream job or have to postpone your travel plans. Doing this helps you not get wedded to one specific outcome, and it keeps the journey to your goal achievable while being more realistic. The problem with productivity myths is that they can make you feel like failure if you are not able to live up to them. What productivity myths have you tried? What are the tricks and the productivity apps do you use personally to stay focused or to be more productive? Share your experience in the comment section below. That's all for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. See you in the next video. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys a fact that supporting me is free of cost. You can support me by liking, sharing and commenting on my content. And if you are economically well off, support me on patreon.com. It will help me economically and I'll be able to make more such videos. So stay focused, stay productive. Thank you for watching.